Welcome to the final November edition of Therapy Thursdays. We've got 2 days left to make a donation. Our goal of $1,000 by our team, 2.5 Men, is close to being achieved, so click on the link at the bottom of the screen and make sure to make a donation today or tomorrow. We're going to take a more advanced approach to last week's blog on Dynamic Rhythmic Stabilization Exercises for the spine. We got a lot of inquiries in regards to that exercise approach, so we wanted to do a follow-up this week. We have Johnny here, and he's going to attain a good athletic stance. He's going to close his eyes, keep his shoulders down and back, and straighten his arms in front of him. We're going to use this as a primer exercise to teach his body awareness for what we're going to do when we move into the motions on the ball. So from here, I'm going to challenge his spine from a number of different directions while he's trying to brace through the center of his body. He can even keep one hand on his midsection to ensure that he's using a good spinal brace. Stu McGill talks about utilizing this as a primer exercise to orient the person to a more sport-specific return to play. So we're going to go through a few different motions this week. If you want a refresher of the previous week's motions, you can click on the link below to take you to last week's video blog. But we have Johnny in his good glute bridge position, and the first motion we're going to take him through is going to be spinal extension. So before I actually have Johnny close his eyes to go through it, I'm just going to walk him through the exercise once. He's going to dip down and then extend up, utilizing his glutes, his low back, and his thoracic extensors. Now I'm going to have Johnny close his eyes, and we're going to do the same thing as last week. So he's going to go through the motion of extension while I'm providing challenges from a variety of different positions. Keep going, Johnny. That's good. Hold tight. Now the entire time, my feedback as well is just to ensure that Johnny's actually bracing through the center of his body to try to keep himself in a good athletic-oriented position. Come back up. So for our next progression, we're going to put Johnny in an off-center position. Right now, his center of mass is directly over the midpoint of the ball. We're going to slowly walk Johnny out to his left, and now the center of mass is more towards his right shoulder. And from here, he's going to have to co-contract more so on his right side and his left hip to be able to keep himself stable. And then we're going to perform the dynamic rhythmic stabilization as before. So Johnny's set up in the position as previously shown. We're going to have him close his eyes. And this one I'm going to have just gentle challenges because, to be honest, you don't need a lot to knock him further off center. He's going to keep his eyes closed and try to maintain that flex position the entire time. So as one final caveat, these exercises are only meant to be performed with very high-level athletes or people that are returning to a high functional demand in terms of their spine. Stay tuned next week. Dr. Schenkel is going to take you through some thoracic mobility exercises, a common area of injury and problem for the generic population.